There's our Three Tree City. Now we're doing things. Look at us go. Let's tap this for red. Let's tap that to untap this. Tap this for red. Banefire for 7. We're doing it, folks. We did the thing. How about that? That was fun. Well, hello, welcome. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, once again finding ourselves on a casual Tuesday. Yes, we are heading into Explorer / Pioneer today, and we're going to take a look at a monstrosity that I have created, possibly, potentially, I don't know. We'll set the bar nice and low because it's casual day. But it's inspired heavily by a list that I saw when I was perusing the MtG Decklist site and taking a look at some Pioneer and Explorer events. And I've sort of adapted it to do something a little different than its initial purpose, but I think it'll work, maybe. We'll find out. But before we get into that, please, if you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, follow button. It very much helps out the channel, and it's free. It takes a moment of your time. And for those of you that already have, our heart goes out to you. Thank you so much. And to reward our loyal followers and subscribers on Twitch and YouTube, we will be hosting our first giveaway sometime this month. I'll have more details as we're working them out. I'm doing all my research and things of that nature about complying with terms and services and whatnot. But please stick around for more information and go ahead and get ahead of that. Yes, let's talk about today's deck. Well, we have what I call Merrrrder Folk. Yeah, they're Merrrrder Folk that we've seen decks like this before, centering around Deeproot Pilgrimage, which is a 1 blue and 1 colorless enchantment. It says whenever one or more non-token merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue merfolk creature token with hexproof. Yes, very good. If we can find lots of ways to tap our stuff. Well, in Pioneer and Explorer, we have access to Kior's Follower, which is like a merfolk mana dork, but maybe better in this situation. We can give all of our merfolk, including the tokens, all the abilities of anything that winds up in our graveyard via Agatha's Soul Cauldron, but that's just kind of a bonus. It's kind of even win more in this deck. I don't think we necessarily need it, but it is very cool and kind of helps us get there faster. We have the Lord Vitalian Hexcatcher. It's going to get Flash for 2. Going to have all their other merfolk +1/+1. Also has a sacrifice a merfolk counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. If we manage to get a lot of tokens out there, that pretty much means that we can counter any non-creature spell for free, essentially. Forensic Researcher kind of does the same thing as Kior's Follower, a little bit slower though. It's a one of in here because I've included some sideboard cards for a best of 1 experience. We have Kiora, the Rising Tide, came along with Foundations, lets us loot 2 times, and then Threshold is achieved whenever Kiora attacks. If there are 7 or more cards in our graveyard, we may create a Sign of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 blue octopus creature token. I don't know that that's going to be necessary. Mainly she's in here to just let us, throw in creatures like our Forensic Researcher or our spare Kiora's Follower so that we can exile them with Agatha's Soul Cauldron and go really crazy. Yeah. And, that's kind of the game plan. The deck list that I've seen, thank you very much for the follow, by the way, Mill Whale. Appreciate you joining us. The deck list that I saw was running 3 copies of Kamina, Tyrant of Oraska, This is a mythic card. I only have one crafted, and so I've also deviated a little bit in that I've thrown in Court of Calling in here versus something like Collected Company, because it can specifically find us this card here, which is going to go nuts if we can get a bunch of tokens out. It allows us card draw. It gives us making him unblockable. We can put counters on him. Very good stuff indeed. Now, what it really lacked was a crater hoof type effect. I think to put it overnight, was really looking for something like that. But in this particular format, it's a little bit more difficult. The closest we really get is Sir Warwick and Goreclaw, and that doesn't do anything for creatures that don't have power 4 or greater, really, unless they come into the battlefield. And even, yeah, so I mean, what we wound up coming to instead was using 3 Tree City, which is a logical inclusion in this deck, because we're all merfolk. So we choose a creature type, merfolk obviously, and then when we get to a mana positive point, we can use Kiyora's Follower, or maybe even all of our tokens if we have Kiyora's Follower or the Forensic Researcher exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and generate a ton of mana. And this says choose a color, so this is kind of like our Nykthos, in that we can do some very disgusting things if we're able to untap this several times. And so I thought maybe, maybe, just maybe, if we get enough tokens out there and we're dealing with a very, very gummed up board, say maybe another merfolk player or another token player, in the mirror match, we have Bitter Reunion. We have 2 copies of Banefire. So we are going to be cycling even more through our deck, hopefully maybe to put us over the top with those threshold creatures from Kiyora. More importantly, we can give all of our creatures haste very on the cheap, while also fueling our game plan of getting creatures into the graveyard for Agatha's Soul Cauldron, making our tokens that much better. And also they have hexproof. And then the coup de grace, if we can't get in any other way, we can always close out the game with Banefire, do a couple of loops with a big board with 3 Tree City, and there we go, we just burn them out of the game. And let's see how it works out. That's our game plans. We'll see if any of them pan out. Wutan's Wolf will be our first opponent with this deck. Alright, not bad. We're on the play. We have things that we want. We don't have the red mana yet, but we can get there. We even have our legendary, so we don't have to use Court of Calling to find that. How about that? We don't have a red yet, but hopefully we'll get some way to get there. So what do we want to find? The Court of Calling, maybe the Hex Catcher? Alright, Wutan's Woof. Your dragon is sitting on a pile of coins, ready to play. Our tiger, get in your spot, tiger. Alright, well, normal size deck. Alright, we're off to a good start. Alright, hey, Botanical Sanctum and go. We have the Soul Scar Mage. Prowess, okay. Okay, hello. Okay, that's disappointing. Alright, Kiyora's Follower, and then if it gets burned down, at least we have the Soul Cauldron. Then the Cenote Scout. Hopefully we draw land. We really want to draw land. Green, please. Swift Spear. Doing mono red things. All the anger. Drawing cards. No blocks. Okay. Well, let's tap this for a... So we're potentially on 3 here. I think we gotta go wide. So green for a cenote scout. It explores. Well, let's go ahead and put that one in the grave. We will then untap the forest. Explore again. We need to find a land. No. It's all going wrong. Alright, well, we can play... No, we can't even do that. End of turn. Fine, okay? You try, and you dig, and you try. So hard, and got so far. But in the end, we passed the turn. And is it worth it? They have 3 mana. I think we have to block at least... this... No, yeah, it does deal damage and -1 counters. Well, that's all right. We'll just do the 1, I guess, and hopefully they don't have this all sealed and done. Cool. This is gonna hurt. Another Soul Scar Mage. So annoying. You have failed us. You have failed us so hard. Why? Alright, cool. Well, we can find a creature now. For mana value, what? 3 is what we have maximum? Well, let's... No, we can't even do that. Oh my goodness. 1, I guess? 2? Can we do 2? No. We got nothing. Okay. Oh my goodness. What happened? It all went south so quickly. By the time that dragon woke up and the guy finally sat down and started playing their hand. Mono red. Soul Scar Mage. Oh my goodness. They'd never expect the Spanish Soul Scar Mage. Leo Creontis. That sounds like one of the unforgivable curses or something from Harry Potter. I'm not going to say that one again. Alright. Oh my goodness. What do you say about this? I think we gotta say no thank you. We really... What is the... Come on, how many times do we have to mulligan? Or how many games do we have to play until we actually see the whole enchantment thing that's the payoff for doing all this? No? Okay. No. It's this mana. Oh my goodness. I can't do this. I just want to go look at the mana base real fast. Take a journey with me for a moment. Let's go over here to the deck list one more time. Okay, these are 3 tree cities. We haven't drawn any of those yet, but somehow we keep drawing the scenes of the crime in the Mutavault, which are the only... in the Cavern of Souls, at least would have done something. So, yeah, how? It loves... I've said this before. The shuffler loves to give me colorless lands in my opening hand. Very unfortunate. The love is not reciprocated in this case. The rocks, the mystery opponent. It's something. We'll go with it. It's better than the last game. We'll go, Cenote Scout. I've swam in a cenote with the locals' permission. On my my honeymoon, my wife and I did a big old tour, guided tour of a lot of the Mexican sites, mostly dealing with like the Mayans and whatnot. It was quite a fun experience, actually. Alright, well, go cenote scout. Go find your cenote. Kiora's follower, please draw out a counterspell, and then we could Agatha's Soul Cauldron you. No, they're just spiraling into growth. It's fine. As one does. Another spiral. That's how these things work, I suppose. Do they have a third? Has Shuffler been crazy with you as well today? Oh, no, more ramp. Cool. Oh, they didn't have one, though. Well, the way I see it, I think we shock this in. Pay 2 life. Alright. Tap this for a green. Tap this for a green. Tap this for a green. Tap Kiora's follow. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, because we're just going to convoke for 2. Yeah, that's fine. And let's go ahead and get out a Lord. But on the off chance we actually hit our 3-tree city, we become mana positive very quickly if we can just get down one more merfolk. And find that silly enchantment. Where is it? We would have had like 6 merfolk by now. Unexpected results, you say? They found a land. And we have inexplicably found all 3 of our Agatha Soul Cauldrons. With a Court of Calling in the graveyard. Nice. Well, let's attack in with Kiora and the Cenote Scout. Sweet. Agatha Soul Cauldron number 1, go. And grab the Arboreal Grazer. And theoretically, while they have no interaction up, we throw the counter there. And then that doesn't have any activated abilities, but it is a creature, so we get a counter. What say you? They say I make my own luck. What has become plotted? Anything? Arboreal Grazer comes on out. Do they have more lands? I'm getting scared. It's Simic. No, they're not even Simic. They're, what you call it? Spara's headquarters. Oh no, wait. Are we 5 color? What is going on? Okay, Tishana's Tidebinder, not bad. I think, the plan is attack? What could it hurt? There's Omnath. There's our boy. Can I do a thing? Maybe? Is this gonna do a thing? That would be cool. That would be awesome if it stuck around and Omnath didn't do anything. Okay, well that worked. Unexpected results indeed. There's a stomping ground for you. Okay, let's soul cauldron it up. What's in my graveyard? Nothing. Make your own luck. Fine, we'll get rid of that. There's our 3-tree city. Now we're doing things. Look at us go. Alright, check it out. Check it out. Let's see. Let's tap this for red. Well, let's tap that to untap this. Let's tap this for red. And go green. And a green gives us 8 mana, so we can Banefire for 7 and force them, I think, to die. Yeah? Banefire. We're doing it, folks. We did the thing. How about that? That was fun. When we did it even without the enchantment. That pesky enchantment, it'll show up eventually. Just when we don't need it. Right after a huge board wipe, I'm sure. Well, try again. We'll see if we can get as lucky next time. Alright, The Wave, Balerin. I think they're a Jace fan. Well, we do have the 3-tree city, but we need really the green manas. We could draw into it, but that is okay, this is a little bit better. No, we don't need both Banefires. Hopefully the one will get it done. I don't even mind another Cenote Scout. Yeah, ouch. And it explores into a Court of Calling. We'll hold it up. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Merrrrder Folk, please. And we'll go with Cenote Scout. Auto pay. Ouch. Okay, we got a blue mana source at least. That'll help, I guess. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Got a lot of things going on here. Alright, well, no point in showing off the Agatha Soul Cauldron yet. We don't have any good targets for it, or beneficiaries thereof. Well, let's go ahead and draw a card. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Hey, we got a thing. We're having such a wonderful draw. You probably did not need to Thoughtseize this opponent. No problem. Non-land card, you say? I guess the third Cenote Scout? What is going on with it? And, okay, Shuffler. You're having a laugh. I see what's going on here. I see. Cool. Well, our opponent seems to be running out of things to do as well. Alright, Kiora, not a bad hit there. I think we go with discard the 3-tree city and the not the breeding pool. The thing with the thing, I guess. Breeding pool can enter tapped. We'll go ahead and exile a Cenote Scout, which we seem to have plenty of, and give Kiora a little help there. Maybe she can stay out of trouble now? Question mark. No. No. They said no. In the meanest way possible. Okay, well, what can you do? Let's go ahead and pass the turn. One day we'll find that enchantment. Yeah, okay. Auto pay. You did it. You did a thing. Okay, well, there's that, I guess. Artifact creature or planeswalker. It won't shut down. At least it'll shut down the bandit's talent. A Thoughtseize, you say? Well, here goes our only shot. So we got, oh, there goes our Court of Calling. Oh well. It wasn't going to go very well for it anyway, whatever came out, I'm sure. Well, now they have a Phyrexia Obliterator. Cool. Alright, well, Kamano's, Kiora Rising Tide seems good at this point. I don't know. What do we even do about this? And then we draw a land. God. He's already dead. These have been the worst draws. I've practiced with this deck quite a bit, and these are the worst draws. Without that enchantment, it just does not work. And we have hit 0 of them, despite seeing a play set after playing for a solid 30 minutes. And yet we continue, and but we got both copies of our Bitter Reunion, the 2 of them. And we've seen an Agatha's Soul Cauldron in our opening hand almost every game, if not multiples. At least we have colored mana. Fine. The negate is a one-of as well. It's questionable. All right, let's off to the races. Oh my God, we found it. We found it. Wow. Talk all that smack, and we drew into it. Now, if only we can find a land. Up against goblins, I'm not liking our chances. This is, interesting to say the least. Alright, here we go. Battle cry. Roar, goblin, roar. There we go. And then we take 4, we hope. That's better than dead. Flash our hex catcher guy. Okay, we finally hit a land. Let's go with the blue. Throw out a Kiora. Alright, we'll get rid of a Bitter Reunion. And I think the Bitter Reunion. I was hoping to get a creature into the battlefield there, or into the graveyard that actually did something. But of course not. Nothing's going to go our way today. We'll make this look so hard. We'll make Merrrrder Folk look so difficult. Well, let's go. That's a lot of damage. Are we dead? I think we're dead. Cool. Goblins doing goblin things. We should have had a board like that by now. I cannot think of a scenario where I foresaw this happening when I sat down this morning and said, we're going to play Merrrrder Folk. This is not the board state I was envisioning. It's not the board state I'm used to seeing with this deck by any means either. Alright, Ma Trinidad will be our next opponent. Scary Garruk avatar. I think Wizards trolled everyone. They had everybody so convinced that Garruk was coming back in Ether Drift, and it just turned out to be a terrible Muyanling. Okay, let's go. Pay 2 life. Hit the Kamana's speaker. And then the pilgrimage begins. Finally, maybe we could do something. We've made a token. We personal best for the stream. 30. Oh. Well, I guess we went out on a high. Wow. Okay, I realize if you were just joining us right in that moment as that one viewer was. We sound pretty sad right now, but we're actually having a lot of fun despite our difficulties. Magical bone. Why? Okay. Well, I suppose this will work. Multiple copies of the Soul Cauldron once again. That's not great. Okay, well, that's just a little bit better. Let's go with Merrrrder Folk. Get down our Deep Root Pilgrimage. The Rafine's Laboratory, huh? Scurry. Maybe they'll make us discard the Kiora's follower, and then we can Leyline Binding. Oh, no. No. That's not fair. We worked so hard to get that in our hand after so many games. How dare you? On hard mode once again. We take Yorion to hand. Well, let's go with a Bitter Reunion. Oh, back off the mic there. It's alright. And we'll pitch the second Agatha Soul Cauldron. Get our Kiora's follower out, who now seems to be very necessary, and let's see if we can't pick this game up out of the ashes. Opponent, what say you? Somehow we did it. Just the power of positive thinking, folks. I think in that case their imagination got the better of them, because one of the ones that should be shaking in our boots right now. Let us go again and see if we can find these favorable winds, ye merfolk lovers, ye. Not sure what that was about. Let's roll with it. El Gato Noir, the Black Cat, will be our next opponent. Really? With the colorless mana again? Okay, at least one of them is a Cavern of Souls. We can work with this with a handful of merfolk. And, you know, once again, we found the pilgrimage. It's trying to make a fool of us after talking about it so much. Merfolk, they're here. Cenote Scout, do your thing. You've explored into another Kiora. That is fine. We'll do so much discarding. Alright, Deep-Root Pilgrimage, go. Make us a Merrrrder Folk, please. Soul Tie? Oh, they are cultivating. Not wise in the heat of battle. Very brave. Or foolish. So I must have more land. Merrrrder Folk on our 3-tree city. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and get Kiora out. We will pitch the scene of the crime. And I think the other Cenote Scout. No. The other Kiora. And now our 3-tree city is positive mana influx wise. And we can collect evidence. Risen Reef. Here it comes. Is it the combo? Is it gonna come and destroy us before our very eyes? No, just more growth spirals. Alright. Let's go with Kaminu. Now, let's go with blue mana. Hit him with the forensic researcher. And we probably misplayed there. I think the correct answer was hit the Mutable into a Merrrrder Folk. Well, that's okay. And Kiora. And yeah, we'll send a couple of Merrrrder Folk guys in there. Look at them go. We really want to find our Court of Calling now. That would be ideal. We have the board to support it. If we get to untap with it. That may be a big if. The Black Cat, assessing the situation, calls the Cavalier of Gales. The Risen Reef rises to the call. Well, okay, that's interesting. So I think to begin with, we go Cenote Scout. Very nice. Okay, we'll pay 2 life for that. We're going to go ahead and fire this up. We'll choose a color. We will choose blue. Wait, no. That's not how we want to pay for that. Stop that. We'll go green, blue. No, undo that. Colorless. And then we'll go blue. Okay? Yeah, there we go. Silly auto tapper. Stop doing auto tapping things. Go ahead. No, undo that. That's not what we want to do. Make it a creature with all creature types. Wonderful. Okay, now we're on board. We will untap another permanent we control. That's that guy. Alright, now we can play Kiora's Follower. Tapping that for green. Alright, and now we can then play. I don't know why we tapped all that mana. I was just showing off that we could. If we had the dang thing in hand, you know, it would be cool. The Banefire. The Balefire, if you're a Wheel of Time fan. But no, we just have to kill him with the old-fashioned way, with a ton of Merrrrder Folk. Thank you for our opponent's patience for sitting through that while we demonstrated the might of our amazing abilities of having a land. Well, let's see if we can do some more shenanigans here on Casual Tuesday. I am excited about tomorrow's games as well, Rank Wednesday. I think we've put together some pretty interesting decks. I still have not narrowed it down which ones we're going to showcase tomorrow. Perhaps might be setting up some fuchsia. Maybe some fuchsia too. I might be setting up some future engagement opportunities for us all to interact and choose and make decisions like that out of definitely looking into things. Priority though is getting this giveaway together first and foremost. I like it. Let's go for it. Why not? All we're missing is a blue mana source. Potentially we can get there with these 3, maybe 4. Alright, go Boseiju, sad Boseiju. We have explored into a second Deep-Root Pilgrimage. I won't turn that down. And Merrrrder Folk. Yep, and Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Go. Oh, they're gonna bat us. No, that's not fun. I don't think we have a way to get rid of that, really, other than a Paw Pats formation. And look at us go. We're drawing so many good lands now. Avalan. That is our opponent's name, if that is in fact your name. Well, fine. Goodbye, Cenote Scout. You will be missed. Okay. One day we'll get a blue source. I don't know what he's giving me emotes for. Believe me, I would love to be in a better position. You've made sure of that, if the shuffler wasn't already on board. There we go. How about that? Well. Well, let's go ahead and play a Deep-Root Pilgrimage. How about that? They found a land too. That's not great. I thought we were catching up. We're still behind. Soaring the mirthless. Cool. More bad damage to our face. Wow. Okay, well, let's go Kiora of the Rising Tide. We will get rid of a Forensic Researcher, as well as the Bark Channel pet. No, we're so far behind on lands. I guess the Bark Channel, yeah. And what if we hit a land pocket right now? And let's go ahead and hit our graveyard for the Forensic Researcher. And and give them a counter. And it probably does no good because they just Infernal Grasp. But at least we tried. The Agatha Soul Cauldron decks always look so cool, but they never ever seem to perform for me. Maybe I'm just a terrible, terrible pilot. Alright, pay 2 life, get down our second Deeproot Pilgrimage that currently does nothing. End the turn. Alright, they have Field of Ruin. That's somewhat disappointing. Sure. Okay, this is what we trained for, folks. Yes, please. Das is Tidebinder doing Tidebinder things. Tiny Bones, come on in. We'll get rid of our Kiora, I suppose. Alright, we found another 3-tree city. Not ideal. Okay, well, I think the idea here is going to be 1, 2, 3. So we got 2 to play with. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this does nothing. We're boned. We're boned. Wait, no, you can only do 1. It's fine. This is all fine. Alrighty then. And now we get rid of, from our own graveyard, the Cenote Scout. Put that counter on this guy. Play, yes, I'm sure. We'll name Merrrrder Folk. And keep the untapped one. The murderous rider, riding the murderers to death. Look at the horse, man. I need some water. Oh, they are signing in blood now. They're doing so much damage to themselves. Alright, green, blue. For a Kiora's follower. Alright. And then we will take this, exile. We don't have any creatures left. No. Well, you know, when life hands you lemons, I guess we go, what, green? We take this guy, untap the 3-tree city, take this, untap target permanent, and untap that. Take that, untap target permanent, untap that. Take that, untap target permanent, untap that. Take that, untap target permanent, untap that. And this is where we really need the bitter reunion. This is where we really need the bitter reunion. Or even, I don't know, if we get to this point, I guess we even have like an impact trimmers. I guess we make like 14 creatures, I guess. I mean, I'm doing what I can here. Well, hey, we're doing a thing. I did not even have this on my bingo card. let's do a couple more. Alright, we're down to our last one. Then we'll go in and attack Soren for 1. No. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yay, look at us go. Alright, next. Well, can they get out of this? That is the question. We can start the loop up again at just about any time. However much damage we need. Okay, well, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, and then that's all we can block. Set a stop at their instep, just in case. Pass. Did we get there? Alright, resolve. Second main. Board wipe. Blood on the snow, naturally. Okay, well, I kind of wish we had our other guy out. That's unfortunate, but we got our guy back. This is the one we kind of wish we had out, but then they get their guy back. Oh, okay. That's also unfortunate. Your go upon it. I realized that we held a turn that was a long time there, but we were actually doing things. You only have the one choice. I think maybe they're a little flexing at this point. Is that the term? Alright, well. Infernal Grasp. Alright, sweet. We have a creature. And the turn. Let's see if we can hold on to our creature. They say, good game. Okay. Sweet. Alright, well, we'll see if we can do anything about it. I doubt it, but... I don't think I have anything that says, like, give something flying. Then we give that ability. There you go. Womp womp. How anticlimactic. And it's like I'm just going to put an equipment on my bat. Wow. I was expecting more. She said. Alright, no, okay. We're not going out like this. I got to go one more game. I don't feel that we fully explored this deck, and I don't think we've even scratched the surface. Oh, man, I am very disappointed in our games today. They have been very, very one-sided, and they do not see... I don't think they should have been. We had so many games where people just scooped as soon as they saw like 1 or 2 cards. Did not stick around to see what we were doing. Hurts my feelings. We put some thought into this. This nonsensical pile. Alright, well. We have entered tapped with the scene of the crime. Tenacious underdog. Alright, well, I think we hold on to our Vidalian Hex Catcher. Flash med at the end. Well, they have found themselves an arena. Alright, well, we found another source for that, so let's go green here. I'm going to go ahead and risk it for the biscuit and put Kiora out. Toss the Avamaya Coast, and I think the bitter reunion, even though I might get bitter about that later. The Cenote Scout. Well, I'm gonna... yeah, I will block. They probably have ways to kill it anyway. Shieldred. Well, let's draw. That's not exactly what we wanted to see. Okay, cool. Cenote Scout, go. No, that's not what we need right now. That is not what we need right now. Alright, well. No attacks. Everywhere we go, we need to see Shieldred. She's haunting us. No. Excuse me. The preacher of the schism. No, are you kidding me? Where is the payoff? Where is the love? Alright, what can we get X to 5? Something tells me no. No, we cannot. How about a Cenote Scout then? I guess. And pass the turn. Alright, Shieldred player. Haxors. I'm calling Haxors. Well, I think we can safely counter this if we sacrifice 2, 1, a 2. That's 1. And then you must pay another 1. Are they willing to do it? Something tells me yes. Alright, cool. Well, at least we kept them from doing anything else this turn. There you go. But they still have the preacher of the schism, so doesn't feel great, does it? Alright, it's our turn. And we draw another 3-tree city. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alrighty then. We tried. This has been the most difficult plays and games of this deck that I cannot even right now explain what's going on. I'm in shock. Absolute shock at how this is played out. It feels like a bad dream. I've shown up to class in my skivvies. Be chewy chop. But chewy chop. Alright. This is it. The last hurrah. We'll see if we can make anything happen with this. The Scorch Spitter. Enters tapped. A 10 Street Dodger. Alright, we're being put up against it already. Well, let's go, Merrrrder Folk. Here we go. Getting spit on again by the Scorch Spitter. Alright. Cool. I mean, good lord. What do we even do now? I don't even know. Already taking a butt ton of damage. Except by creatures with Defender. Okay. Well, wonderful. We've been shocked. Yep, you're gonna have to pay more for it. Lightning Strike, okay. Sweet. Well, we're not dead. But we have no way of dealing with that. I mean, the second they attack creatures with Defender, well, I guess the only thing we have going for us here is the Tasha's Tidebinder on the Chandra Spitfire. Okay. No. Okay, well, I don't think that even matters now. I don't even care. How? How did we get beat so quickly by such a crappy looking deck? That is amazing. Bravo. Alright. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. We're going to get a game in where we actually win. Well, I don't know if it'll be against this opponent. The Ley Line of Hope. Oh, God. I am not thrilled to see this combination right now. Alright, well, let's go ahead and throw them up against the wall. Sweet. Take that, Virtue Knight. Caretaker's talent. Alright, Mutavault. Before they get any use out of the Caretaker's talent. We get rid of the authority of the consoles. There we go. Okay, we can end on a happy note. The Pop Hats formation, it paid off in the end. Alright, well, what do you say? I promise, this deck is a lot better than I've actually made it look today. At some point, I hope you'll give it a shot. And until then, I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking with us. I love one another. Be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic together.